Let's talk about self-awareness. You
Hmm.
know, everybody thinks they know who they are, right? That's what cracks me up. I did. And I still do to this day. And I know that it's this continuous improvement cycle where you're constantly more and more aware of who you are and how you respond to things. How have you coached people with
Mhm.
your coaching experience to learn more about themselves in self-awareness?
You know what? It's really interesting to me that the more comfortable we are with whatever happens at the moment and how we respond to things, it's much easier to become aware of it and accept it and change it. Uh, None of us is perfect, and we all make mistakes, and we all have things that we've done or said or doing or saying that we are not really proud of, especially when we are in a high stress and alert mode. And so the more, and personally as well, the more compassion you have towards yourself,
Mm.
uh, the easier it is to become aware, the easier it is to catch yourself when you're doing destructive things. And and then translates to how you lead people. And that's really interesting to me to see that that's usually the tipping point. It's not about, I'm doing this wrong, so now I'm going to make it right. If your feelings about yourself doing it don't change, if you don't see it as more of misunderstanding and something that you don't know and you want to learn rather than bad me, I need to change.
Ooh, yes, that's powerful. Yes, you're exactly right. And I know over the years, particularly in the early stages of my career, it was all drive, drive, drive,
Mm,
hard, hard, hard. And if I couldn't meet this ridiculous standard that I put on myself, then, you know, in the early years, quite frankly, I'd probably drink more, right?
mm,
I mean, there was this like, so set myself this ridiculously high standard. I didn't meet it and I was mad at myself. Right. And
mm,
that's how I did it. You know, over the years, then I started to learn more about myself, being a bit more self-aware and understand that this standard was quite ridiculous and it was actually okay to be maybe here to bring it down a bit, a little bit more self-care, you know,
mhm.
learning balance, right? Balance.
Absolutely.
What is that? It took me a long time to learn balance.
Yeah, and we are taught that we need to, drive forward. Like I even remember a belief system that I had, and it was quite. I was chuckling when I realized that in order for something to be good and have value, it needs to be hard. And I think, I don't know why, but I think women have that much more than men. We are taught that we need to work hard and, in order to, uh, for our work to be valued, to be seen as capable and all of that. And so I would make, I would make my relationships hard. I would, I would, simple thing would end up being really hard because I had to, there was value in it, and so it's really interesting that that really helped me into in what I do now with coaching leaders is because I see it different now. It's much easier for them to get results as well. Like now that it's not hard, it doesn't have to be hard. Many things that I do together with people around me are much easier and easier to achieve. So it's interesting, isn't it? The how we this mindset and state of mind and belief systems and everything that brought us that we are now is not sustainable often, and so we need to go and change.
Yeah, and that's why I love the work that we do with people. We give them a safe space. We
Yeah.
create that safe space and we help guide them, right, to find their true authenticity so that they can feel this power. And that's what I love is creating this safe
The
space because
space.
yeah, Yeah, that's what I love, love, love about the work that we do. And you've helped me a lot too, find that space and find that safe space as I've evolved with my business and my journey.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It's never it's the space where people feel safe to explore, to ask questions, to be themselves. And this is where their answers come for them. It's not the answers that we give them, it's the answers that they get that come directly from them.
That's right. But outside of that safe space, can you share too much? Can you be too vulnerable? Ooh, and that's a good subject for our next conversation.